Hey guys, welcome to The Explainer. If you're stressing out about tomorrow's geometry test, just take a deep breath. Seriously, don't panic because we're going to cram all the basics together right now, exactly like we're sitting side by side in the library. I've put together the ultimate study guide for us, so grab a notebook and let's get into it.
All right, here's our review checklist for tonight. Number 1, the 3 undefined terms. Number 2, subsets, segments and rays. Number 3, understanding angles. And number 4, perpendicular and parallel lines.
Okay, section 1. The 3 undefined terms, point, line, and plane. Let's dive right in.
First up on our study guide is the point. A point is incredibly simple because it actually has absolutely zero size or dimension. No length, no width, no depth, literally just a precise location in space.
To kind of visualize this, think about the very tip of the corner on a dining table. That perfectly models a point in the real world. Just a single exact spot.
Now this table is basically our ultimate cheat sheet. You're definitely going to want to lock this visual in your brain because it brilliantly illustrates exactly how you need to name and write out points, lines, and planes on the exam. Notice how you need a capital letter for a point, but a line needs arrowheads on both ends when drawn and is named by either 2 points or a lowercase script letter. If you nail this notation, you are guaranteed easy points tomorrow.
Let's test ourselves really quickly. What basic concept extends infinitely in both directions but has absolutely zero thickness? Any guesses?
You probably guessed it, a line. And hey, remember the keyword collinear for the exam. It's a massive vocabulary term. Collinear points are simply points that share the exact same line. Super simple concept, but they love to test it.
Moving on, our third undefined term is the plane. A plane, like planar shown here, is just a totally flat surface that extends without end in all directions. Notice how line N, along with points J, C, and S, all live perfectly flat right there on that plane. All right, section 2. Subsets, segments, and rays. Parts of a line. Let's keep moving.
So we know lines go on forever, right? That's naturally shown by those arrows on the ends of line AB. But subsets, well, those are just specific chopped up parts of those lines. They're basically measurable pieces of the infinite. The real trick to remembering this for the exam is to compare them side by side. A line segment has 2 literal stops, 2 endpoints, meaning it has a definite beginning and a definite end. Meanwhile, a ray only has 1 definite starting point, called an endpoint, and then it just keeps extending without end in one single direction. And looking at these models really highlights the notation differences. Notice how the symbols change depending on what we're talking about. A line has a double arrow above the letters. A segment has just a flat, straight bar with 0 arrows. And a ray, it has a single right-pointing arrow over the letters. Just let the symbols do the talking for you. Now, if you see this on the test, be incredibly careful. Ray AB is totally different from ray BA. Why? Because the first letter you write down must always be the starting endpoint. One ray shoots towards B, the other shoots towards A. Please don't let them trick you with that on a multiple choice question.
Okay, checking that off our list. Section 3. Understanding angles. When rays meet.
So what exactly happens when 2 rays crash into each other? Simply put, when 2 rays meet at the exact same starting point, but go in different directions, they form an angle.
Take a look at angle fun here. The absolutely crucial point is that the shared starting point, U, is legally called the vertex. And those 2 rays shooting outward, those are called the sides of the angle. Time for another quick practice question to keep our brains engaged. What do we call it if the 2 rays share a vertex, but point in completely opposite directions along the exact same path?
We call those opposite rays, and because they perfectly oppose each other, they just form a perfectly straight line. Pretty intuitive, right?
And that brings us to section 4, perpendicular and parallel lines, line relationships.
First up here, we've got perpendicular lines. When lines cross each other and form a perfect 90-degree right angle, they're perpendicular. Just think of a perfect plus sign.
On the flip side, parallel lines are coplanar, meaning they exist completely flat on the exact same plane, but they will never ever cross paths. They can go on for infinity and literally never touch. Oh, and hey, a quick note on construction methods. If the exam has a section asking you to actually construct these lines, remember the golden rule of geometry class: you can only use a compass and a straight edge. Absolutely no measuring with a ruler or a protractor.
You really have to let the compass arcs do all the precise work for you.
Take a second to just look around your room right now. I guarantee you can spot parallel lines on the sides of a door or perpendicular right angles on the corners of your computer screen right now. Geometry is literally everywhere.
All right, you have the basic vocabulary down, you know the notations, and honestly, you are completely ready to ace this test tomorrow. But it kind of leaves you wondering, knowing these basic building blocks, what massive, complex, real-world structures will you eventually be able to design? Everything huge starts right here with these simple points, lines, and planes. Go get some sleep, good luck tomorrow, and thanks for studying with me on this explainer.